this is Sid here, and welcome back to another video. As you guys already know, it is October and it is spooky season. So that is so much fun, and I just absolutely love the October and Halloween vibes so very much. So I was really feeling in the spirit, in the zone this year, even though I haven't really been like trick-or-treating or haven't really celebrated Halloween in like 4 or 5 solid years. I still felt really excited and happy about the holiday. So I wanted to draw some cute little character designs to reflect that. So in today's video, I'm going to be drawing 2 cute character designs. I'm going to be drawing a cute cartoony girl based on candy corn and also based on spiders. So, if that sounds interesting to you, then please stay tuned and stick around. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So, the first cute little character design girl we have right here is the candy corn girl. And I actually do not like very much candy. Like, I think the smell of candy just being like so sugary and like really intense, you know, it usually makes me like very nauseated and it makes me feel like sick, you know, even just like the scent of it, which is insane because I actually can't smell very well. I broke my nose when I was like 7 years old, so my nose has like permanent damage and I cannot smell like as good as most people, but the smell of candy just makes me like very sick. And I don't like a lot of sour things, you know, there's lots of like sour candies like Skittles and Sour Patch Kids and Lemon Heads and all that great stuff. I'm not a huge fan of that because I just don't like sour food. And I also don't like the hard candies, you know, like the ones that you bite on and they like break your jaw because they're so crunchy and hard. I'm like not a huge fan of those. And then other things that are like really just sticky, you know, like I'm not a huge fan of that either. So I don't like a lot of candies. What I do like are chocolates, like Hershey Kisses and Hershey Bars and like Twix and stuff like that, and Three Musketeers and all that great stuff, and M&Ms because M&Ms are the best. And I also really like candy corn. Now I know candy corn is like incredibly controversial. I feel like it's one of those things like there's no one who's really neutral towards candy corn, you know, like it's a very high or low type thing. Like you either love candy corn like how I do, or you absolutely hate and despise it like how some other people I know do, like how my mom is. But I love candy corn, and I would love for you to comment down below and let me know your opinion. Do you like candy corn? Yes or no? Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments. And yeah, I know candy corn is like overwhelmingly sweet, which I guess is why a lot of people aren't really a huge fan of it, because it's just really sweet and sugary, you know, like you take one bite of it and you get instant diabetes for 3 weeks. But I really like all the sweet sugary flavors, you know, like I'm not a huge fan of the sour, like how I said earlier, or like the sticky or the crunchy. So I'm a really good fan of like the soft sugary taste of the candy corn and all that great stuff. And there are of course like name brand candies and then like rip-off candies. So there are like the rip-off candy corns, which probably do not taste as good as the actual candy corns, but the actual candy corns, which are from a brand called Branches, they're like so freaking divine, you know, like I think they have honey in them, which is insane because honey just has like the amazing taste, you know, like honey tastes so good and warm and sweet, and it never goes bad, you know, like honey never expires. You could have like honey for 2,000 years and it'd probably be okay. But I think the honey just like elevates the taste of the candy corn. And yeah, so when I was drawing this cute little character design, I really wanted to like put all of my passion for candy corn into this character. So I drew her and I tried to give her lots of like triangular sort of shapes, you know, like I gave her a nice big puffy dress that sort of ballooned out at the bottom where like the skirt is and sort of flared out to be more of like a triangular shape, you know. And I also gave her sort of like balloony and puffy sleeves, you know. I had to incorporate like the candy corn pattern, obviously, so it's white on top, orange in the middle, and then yellow on the bottom, or what I like to call the butt of the candy corn. I don't know why it's not like white, yellow, and then orange, because that would be like from lightest to darkest, you know, but it actually swaps it up in the middle. So I always get really, really triggered when I see like pictures of candy corn or people's like drawings of candy corn, and it's not in the right order. I'm like, no, put it in the right order. The order is white, orange, and then yellow, not white, yellow, and then orange, like many people believe. But I also drew the candy corn pattern on a little headband over her head and on her socks. So yeah, I gave her some nice little black shoes, and I gave her lots of like fluffy lacing and stuff around the trim of her skirt. And yeah, she has this really nice golden blonde hair, sort of like a honey blonde color. Once again, tying with all the little honey themes that I was going with earlier, how it tastes really, really sugary sweet like honey. And I gave her some nice, just like foresty green eyes, because I thought those really matched with all the colors and made a really nice blend. And yeah, but she's just sort of like poking out her hip, you know, waving off to the side, looking very, very cute with her adorable little smile. I don't know what I did like with her hairstyle. I just made it look really, really flowy like honey, once again, as I said earlier, with like the curls and the bangs on top. But I also gave her these two little like butterfly wing buns. I don't really know why, but those just sort of spoke to me, you know. I guess with like the bumblebee motif also, you know, with like the bee honey and all of that great stuff. Sort of making like little hives coming out of their head on like the little buns and all of that great stuff. But I think she just looks really, really cute. I asked members of my community what they wanted to name her, and I got one suggestion from Saloni saying Camila. I think Camila is a really, really cute name, but I was like convinced that I was gonna name her something related to like candy corn, you know, because I just cannot resist the puns, guys. Like, the puns are what I live for. So I had a few corn themed names. I had Cornithia, Cornelia, and Cornella. So I think since Cornella is the closest to Camila, which is what Saloni suggested, I'm probably gonna go with Cornella. But yeah, here's my picture of Cornella right here. And now moving on to my spider design. This one gave me so much like grief and hard times, but it was okay. I had to push through because I was determined to make this for art club. Basically, I haven't really talked much about this on my YouTube channel yet, but at my school, there's the ability for anyone who's in high school to start up their own club. So basically, we have these QR codes you can scan and you can fill out a form, and once you fill out that form, your club idea will get recommended to the student leadership board, which is basically like the board of directors for our high school, and the people up there will pitch your idea to the board, and if the board approves, your idea will get turned into an actual club that you can establish and have at the school. So earlier this school year, I had to suggest my idea to the student leadership board, and they approved it, and I was able to make art club into an actual club, because art class is offered at my school, but I actually take a different elective. I take a yearbook elective, and I just think it's really unfair when like really passionate young artists like me are taking other electives, so we don't really get to do art or like engage in art a lot at our school or be a part of like that greater community. So I really wanted to like recreate those community vibes within a club setting. So I made this art club. But basically, art club is also an excuse for me to do all of the Inktober's that I missed out on earlier. So currently in art club, we're doing Inktober 2023. So we started off with dreams, and I drew some dreamy pictures of my cute little girl Destiny, and now for this week we're on our second prompt, which was spiders. So I wanted to draw this cute spider themed character design, and yeah, basically I grabbed some inspo pics from off the internet and started creating. At first I was gonna have a much more elaborate design with like a coffin shaped dress going down, you know, sort of like rectangular vibes and all of that great stuff. and sort of like a spider web design going across, more like this one up here in the corner right here, if you can see it. I don't really know if you can, but I decided that was really like bothering me mentally. I don't really know why, so I decided to just cut off a lot of her dress and make it more like a tutu. So I decided to do that instead, more like a floofy type frill underneath there, you know. But I gave her these nice 8 legs, obviously, for our arachnid, and I gave her the like tutu ballerina type body going up at top, you know. I forgot what you call like a ballerina outfit. I think it's like a leotard, but I gave her that sort of like body up here for her torso, you know. And I gave her some sort of balloony sleeves attached and all of that great stuff. So you can see like around the top of her neck they have like all these fangs and stuff coming out with like the white, and all around her torso she has these 8 red eyes, because I think in addition to having 8 legs, spiders also have 8 eyes, which is pretty interesting and cool. Obviously it depends on what type of spider you have. I chose to make my spider into like a black widow spider because obviously that's like the most deadly spider. If you get bit by that one or by a black recluse spider, then you have low chances of survival because they have deadly venom in their fangs and all that great stuff. But the black widow is obviously black, but also has lots of red, which I think black and red are 2 colors that go really well together, so that was really nice. I also gave her like a dark purple sort of mauve color to mix in there with like the base of her dress and also her sleeves and all that great stuff. And I gave her some splashes of red around the outside for like some blood-stained marks and all that great stuff. And I also gave her the iconic red hourglass shape on the front of her dress, which is the shape that black widows have on their backs of their abdomens. And yeah, I think I did make her look a little bit too much like the Marvel superhero Black Widow. I have seen that movie a few times before, but not that many. I'm not like a huge super Marvel fan because I'm just not really into superhero movies. I was always more of like a Harry Potter girl myself, obviously. Gotta live with those Harry Potter vibes. And yeah, but I think she does look really cute and adorable. At the time of filming this video, I actually have not finished my drawing yet, but I am around 4 hours and 20 minutes into it, so I'm hoping that I will be able to finish it within a few minutes, maybe like 15 or so. So yeah, but anyways, she has this beautiful red hair, these nice brown eyes, and this very dark and dramatic purple eyeshadow. So she looks like such a slay. And I think even though these 2 characters are in pretty much the same pose and they look very similar, they give off such different vibes, and I am just so here for it, you know. Like, one, our little candy corn girl is just so sweet and cute and innocent, and then our spider girly right here is like such a slay girl boss persona. And yeah, what do you think of these drawings? Which one is your favorite? Do you prefer the candy corn girl or the spider girl? Comment down below. And do you have any names for the spider girl? I would be very interested and curious. And yeah, but anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. It always helps me out so much when you do, and I really appreciate it. It also helps you to stay tuned and get notified every single time that I post a new video, so you will never miss out on a single new upload. I, unlike most other YouTubers, upload videos very frequently. I upload a long form video every single week, and I upload a short form video every single day. So no matter what, I can almost guarantee you that you will always have something fun and interesting to watch, and you will never be bored. But yeah, if you want to take your support from me a step further, then please go click the links in the description box down below. Those will take you to some of my other social media accounts, like my Instagram account, Pinterest account, Roblox account, Unveil account, and ArtFed account, and all of that great stuff. I have a lot less followers on each of those accounts than I do here on my YouTube account, so each and every one y'all would mean so much to me. And yeah, I also have an Instagram Grubs account if that is more up your alley, if you want to see my food pics, which I post every few weeks or so. And yeah, thank you so much to this lovely artist up here on screen for drawing me this beautiful fan art. I am always so grateful and appreciative for all the fan arts that I receive, because it always just makes me so happy and brightens up my whole entire day. And yeah, I hope you all guys guys all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Always remember that I love you, and goodbye, eat some more waffles, and peace out, Girl Scouts. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you in the next one.